Today we're talking about why we race, why we choose to stay fit, or maybe why we don't race or don't choose to stay fit. And man, like I always say, lots of good conversations with clients from the highest level, the pro levels in obstacle course racing, for example, athletes I work with in other sports. And I don't want to say down, but down to the lowest level of competitor, because you're all competitors, you're all athletes, no matter if you finish first or last. But here's what's happened the last few days, and it's happened throughout my entire time with coaching. But I've had a couple athletes reach out, and almost in a desperate situation where they had prepared so hard for something and it didn't quite go exactly how it had gone in their dreams and how they wrote out their goals, and it's devastating to them. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, we kind of get caught up with following professional athletes and athletes at an elite level. Sammy, come here. Sammy, come here. Hey, the dogs are going crazy. But we kind of get caught up in following the elite level, the pro level. But I know as an athlete myself that was never at any kind of pro level. Jackie, come here. Come here, sweet girl. Oh, the dogs are all freaking out. But as an athlete that was never at any kind of pro level, I've been competitive my whole life. Middle school, high school, ran at the college level, and had a little bit of success in obstacle course racing. I've never stopped competing, but I'm not at any elite level, any pro level, and it hits me hard when I don't finish like I want to finish. So I've had athletes that maybe they had no other goals other than running their first clean race or finishing a race. In the sport of obstacle course racing, there's a lot of DNFs, did not finish, and that's a very real thing. So, Sammy, come here right now. You're disrupting the video now. Come here, right now. Get over here. Come here. Say hello to everybody. Come here. Say hello. This is Sammy. She hasn't made an appearance in a while. Calm down. I know you're barking at the buzzards. They don't like the buzzards, man. They've swept in before and tried to take Jackie, our little 15-pound Jack Russell. That actually happened one day, and Sammy went off the rails in protection mode. And now, buzzards start circling, the dogs go crazy. All right, I love you. Be down. I love you. Sammy goes, she wants to protect her little sister. Good stuff. So, but it's so real, man. It is so real when, like I said, I don't care if you finished last place. You still had goals. And I love it. Your story to me is just as real. So I had people reach out to me and tell me they reached out to myself. In this case, Miguel Medina, who I freaking love, man. That guy has a heart so freaking big it can't fit in this camera screen. Love you, Miguel. But one of our athletes reached out to Miguel and I. And Miguel and I, we're big mental conditioning type guys. And we've communicated. And Miguel just jumped in, and we just tried to lift this client of ours back up. The way it works with the Yancey camp is when you team with one of the athletes that I coach, in this case Miguel, and you get to see how I program for him, and we're both your coaches. It's a very high level athlete, me the coach. It's kind of a triangular approach. You, me, and the athlete that I coach, and that's so Miguel and I just kind of swooped in and tried to help this individual and lift him up because man, it was real. One, I love the fact that you're taking hold of your fitness, and because here's the deal, man. This beautiful body of ours is what allows us to do so many great things after those workouts are complete because you're healthy. And as you age, this body still performs for you. It gets you to work every day. It gets you to your kids and your grandkids' sporting events, and it allows you to say yes to vacations with your kids and your grandkids. You guys have heard this message before. Take care of the beautiful machine. So first off, we want to take care of the machine for those reasons first. But oftentimes, since obstacle course racing has been come about, for example, heck, there's millions of people that are competing now in the sport of obstacle course racing, Spartan races, and all the others that were not doing anything prior. Yeah, they might jump into a 5K or something, but there wasn't a lot of participatory opportunities out there, and obstacle course racing has provided that. I argue that it's one of, if not the largest fitness movement and the most productive fitness movement the world has ever seen. So we have more people out there competing and training. They're going into gyms for different reasons, and they're working this body to get it prepared for what it's going to tackle out on course. But the key thing there is the number one reason I want you to take care of the machine and train is because you're taking care of this beautiful machine right here. This machine that allows you to do so many beautiful things on this beautiful planet of ours. That's the reason. And the side benefit is we get to go out and race sometimes. And that's wonderful. Keep a race on the calendar all the time. The moment you finish that one, I don't care if it's 6 months out, put something else on the calendar. It keeps us motivated. And listen, it's perfectly okay if things don't go how you wanted them to and you get a little down. That's normal. Trust me, the pros, they get down as well. There's really is no different. It's just a different level of finish. And yeah, the pros get a little more attention on the cameras and the media time. But you're a rock star also. Yes, you are. And keep taking care of your body and keep something on the calendar. And it pays off in great dividends, my friends. Don't let your stuff slide. Don't go more than 2 or 3 days without getting out and doing something. Last night I was feeling, my brain was kind of mushy. I had a crazy day stuck behind my laptop. I didn't get to do the amount of training that I wanted to do. And we got the kids down to bed, and I put the Jack Russell on the leash, and we went for a 2-mile run. That's all I had time for. It wasn't even quite 2 miles. But I'm telling you, I felt so good during and when I got back, because I was able to put my head on the pillow, and I felt good I got it in. Now, I take days off sometimes, and I encourage that, but don't let yourself go too long. Don't let your fitness slide. I'm not going to allow it. I, in my own tiny little way, I want to be my best version of Jack LaLanne for some of you. Jack is my hero, man. He's the godfather of fitness motivation. I want to be this much of Jack LaLanne. I want to die with a little bit of that legacy. So if this message motivates you, awesome. Send it on to somebody else. I love y'all. Be good. Rock and roll. Keep lighting up the planet.